K.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to Wednesday Walk with Lady K. I'm a little sad because we are at the ending of the summer, and I truly had a great time speaking with you, talking to you. I just hope a lot of the subjects and the topics that I spoke about resonated with you as it did with me. And today I'm going to end off by talking about distractions. And yes, distractions they're just a part of life. And to be honest, let me tell you something. You know what distractions is? Distractions is that anything that's not in line with your goal or your vision is just, it doesn't take priority at that time. That's what distractions are. And it's going to be a lot of little different stuff testing us. So, as I said, just recapping, I spoke about, the mindset. I talked about relationships. I talked about, giving yourself, that me time to the busy moms. I talked about, how I contracted COVID. All those little different things, that I touched based on. If any of those are applicable to your life and that's what you want, then you cannot let the distractions come in. Like this, look at my shirt, right? See how my shirt says F your beauty standards? So a lot of people are going to put standards on you on what you should do and how you should do it, but you already made up in your mind how you want it. So it's like, so what? I don't care how you want it. It's not about you, it's about me. This is my life and I have full control of my destiny, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So I say to you, if you're at that space, yay to you. Do not let the little things distract you. Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. I got a testimony. At the beginning of the year, I made up my sound mind on what I wanted to tackle in 2021 and 2022. And I wrote it out. And I was very clear with it, and I have to stick with it, and I have to stick to my goals, because if I accomplish the thing I want to get, I'm going to be at that place that I want to. And I had to make a time of when I'm doing all these things, and at that time, if something else needs to be done, I'm not doing it, because I have to stick to my goals, because I do not want to be distracted from the little things. So I'm saying the same thing to you. This is why it's so imperative. And I know you probably hear people say this all the time. Write down your goals. Write down the timelines, because we already know if you don't write down your goals and your visions, what you want is just a wish. If you don't put it into action, it's just a wish, and it's not going to happen because you did not put no implementation. You did not implement on the things that is required or that needs your attention to do so. So just going back to my story. So I made a list. Sorry guys, I made a list of everything that I want to do. I put the time limit on when I can do it and stuff like that. And if it's not in a if somebody invite me somewhere or they want me to do something, depending on the priority, 9 times out of 10, I'm not changing it. You know why? Because too many times before, and this is my personal testimony, I'm sure you probably relate, too many times before, I was supposed to do certain things. And what I did was put people and other things, precedence, when I was supposed to take care of things I was supposed to take care of. Now my stuff is on the back burner, delayed, and now, everything that I wanted is not into place because I didn't prioritize it. And that's my message to you today is prioritize your needs. People will say, oh, you might be selfish. So what? If that's what they want to call it, so what? Sometimes you need to be selfish with yourself, because you give your undivided attention to people and they don't appreciate some of the things that you have to do. But that's not about this right now. It's not about people not appreciating. It's about right now you're into you and you're focused and you know what you need to accomplish to get to your next level. Guess what? Like I said, this is almost the end of the summer. You're stepping into a new season. What's the new season that's coming after this? Fall is coming. Are you prepared for fall? Are you prepared to do the things that you want to do for fall? You understand what I'm saying? Like, even the businesses and stuff like that, they already got the things out for fall, so you can come and buy, and the clothes. They're prepared. Are you prepared? And this is why I'm saying stay focused. Don't let the little things get you off course, because it does have the ability to do so. There are going to be a lot of magnets coming your way, and even Tests, because let me tell you something. I had a couple of tests, and I said no, and I recognize it. See, and that's another thing too. Recognize your distractions. When you recognize that, just shows that you in a certain stage of wokeness, which is very imperative. With you on your journey and where you're headed. When you know, like, nope, I'm not gonna even touch base on that. That's not even in line with what I want to do. Who sent you? Listen, Linda. Sometimes it has to be that way. When new people come around and stuff like that. Not to say that you're not open-minded, but you got to know who sent them. Because everything that comes sweet and glitter and glow and gold, that's not always from God, because the devil knows how to dress things up too. And sometimes, besides new people coming to your life, he will also tempt you with the people that's in your circle to try to come against you and use certain things against you. But I also want to say too, a lot of the times, this is a distraction too. You don't know it, but this is a distraction. A lot of times, whatever that insecurity that you're going through, or that thing that fears that holds you behind, that you don't want to share, when you hold on to certain things because you don't want people to use it against you, to a degree, that is also a distraction. And let me tell you why. The more you harbor onto it, and you hold it dear to you, it's like, okay, I can't share this because people are going to use it against me. You're harboring onto something that doesn't do you no good. Like, you're afraid to speak your piece or your talk because you're afraid of the judgment. The judgment is a distraction too, because you're not supposed to care what they say. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are walking in integrity, then that's okay. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. As long as you have the right heart and you walk in integrity, like I said, it's okay, because people are going to judge you however you do stuff. It don't matter how you do it. You can try to, be so perfect at it. They're going to nitpick you. It is not your business to pay it that any attention. It's none, because you're on a mission, because you know what you want. And I'm here to tell you today, continue to push through, continue to bypass the naysayers, continue to focus on the things that you want to accomplish. Like I said, this is the fall. And then after fall, the winter's going to time. And we already know in the winter time, what do people do? They hibernate. So are you prepared for when that time comes? That's why you want to hurry up and make your moves, because we already know when December and January come, depending on where you at in the year, depending on what part of the country or in part of where you are, people not coming out. And you got things to do. And you got things to accomplish. And you don't want nothing blocking your blessings, because your blessings is what's going to get you over. Even this is a distraction. When you're in down here below, and you're afraid to see what's over that mountain, and God is probably saying to you, but the gold is here, the silver is here, everything you want is here. Come over. And you just say, oh my God, I'm so afraid to go over that mountain because I don't feel like going through stuff. Listen, in life, as I told you in the beginning when I first started recording, life, what happens to you in life is 10%. The choices you make is 90%. And even though sometimes we don't want to go over certain humps, I get it, because we're tired, but sometimes it's required. It's required for you, because if that's the case, then I'm going to put it to you this way. When you go through certain things, then you know how to handle it the next time it come around, right? Or when the challenge is so difficult, it kind of gets a little bit easier, because you done been through it and you done developed this tough skin. And that's the thing too. You got to understand, God don't choose weak links. His toughest people are in the battle. And then remember, I just want you to put that in perspective. It's just a battle. That's a temporary one. It's a temporary battle. We all go through different phases. But you gotta know which one you're in, and it's probably preparing you for your next big thing. But you gotta know that when the distractions come around, especially fear, ooh, 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 that's a big one. When it comes around, you have to acknowledge that that's just a test, or that's just probably, going to get me to my next big thing. I'm not worried about that. And when you say those things to yourself, that means you are focused, and nothing's going to block your blessing. Nothing's going to come in and try to steer you away. So again, my message to you, don't be so distracted by the little things. Sometimes it's big, but just don't be distracted from your main purpose, because you're on a mission, you're focused, and you already got it. You just gotta put the action steps into it. You just gotta put the action movements into it. So everyone, I hope that resonated in your spirit. I thank you so much for being with me every Wednesday in the summertime on Wednesday Walks. I am so excited because the K Man Show and the Lady K Chat podcast, we have some amazing things that's coming up this fall. Please tune in. Listen, if you are looking to take your relationship to the next level, tune into Kay and Manny, because we're about to do this Death to Us Part series. And then I also want to take the time and highlight our black men that are doing some positive things in the community. Yes, our black men are doing some amazing things, and they need to get the credit because they don't get enough. So that will be coming on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. the Lady K Chat podcast, and Kay and Manny on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you need insurance needs, tax questions, trying to start a new business, you need help, you're not sure you have the guidance, please feel free to contact my office at 570-330-7054, and you can go on our website at www.ladykeinterprisesinc.com. Everyone have a great day. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Lady K.